The older I get, the less Jonah feels like a children's story, and more like a security camera that captured a series of scenes that illustrate some of the deepest tensions and tendencies that lurk in the human soul. Driven by disdain and disgust for the people, Jonah stormed out of Nineveh, plopped himself down east of the city, built himself a little shelter, and waited to see what would happen next. The plot development of the story leaves the impression of someone kind of excitedly munching popcorn and thinking, oh, this is going to be so good. I picture Jonah with arms crossed, jaws tight, eyes fixed on the skyline, waiting for God to lower the boom on people Jonah believed really deserved it. I'm realizing there are pieces of Jonah in me, and lately they've been getting me thinking of those I call U.S. evangelicals. What disturbs me is how quickly my heart and mind can pivot from "they make me so sad" to "I hope they get nailed for that." That shift can happen so subtly I barely notice it, at least at first. One moment I'm talking about truth and justice and protecting people and defending what's good, and the next moment I notice a darker current underneath it all. A craving to watch certain people get set straight publicly, to see them exposed, to see them brought low in front of everybody. They are the problem. That's why Jonah sitting outside Nineveh bothers me now. I see someone sitting in the shade, expecting God to do what he was convinced had to be done to them. That feels frighteningly modern. It feels like algorithm-driven outrage. It feels like social media feeds built on ridicule and scorn and name-calling and even contempt. It feels like tribes of people parking themselves east of Nineveh, constantly refreshing their social media feeds and, using a good old-fashioned word, waiting for God to smite them. Jonah's story exposes the ways we can slowly and subtly start to enjoy outrage. At least what outrages us. Social media oozes with that. My social media is far from immune. Once we start enjoying and even seeking the outrage, seeing our opponents stumble or fall becomes strangely satisfying. Recently, I noticed a detail in the story that really rattles me because it makes Jonah feel more like us than ever. God made Jonah even more comfortable as he waited. Isn't it weird how prone to grumbling comfortable people are? There is something deeply unsettling about God caring for someone as angry and bitter as Jonah. That is, until I realize how bitterness can sneak up on me. The thought of mercy for them irritated Jonah. The same mercy that was so annoying to him is the mercy that kept him alive. It's the same mercy that's keeping me alive. I know I constantly need mercy. I long for it. For me, that is. Like Jonah, I tend to withhold mercy for the thems in my world. The book of Jonah ends with God's question hanging in the hot desert air. Should I not care for them? In other words, Jonah, do you care more about being right than you do about them being rescued and transformed? As I continue to ponder the story, it feels less like I'm studying Jonah and more like Jonah is studying me.